Hi wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the Dreaded D Rose report. Let me see how many times this phone's going to ring now. Alright, let's get started on some news. The Wrestling Observer newsletter says Melina made her return to WWE programming during Monday's television taping in San Antonio, Texas. She performed an in-ring following a six-diva tag match, I guess, putting Alicia Fox, Jillian, and Tamina against Eve, Gail, Kim, and Natalya, attacking the Diva champion in the ring. Her return will be televised, looks like next Monday's episode of Raw. It was her first appearance inside WWE ring since she underwent surgery for a torn ACL suffered last December. Spent the past few weeks at the company's developmental place down in Tampa, Florida, training for her return. FCW. WWE creative brass initially planned to insert Melina into an ongoing John Morrison versus Ted DiBiase program as means to feature mixed tag matches, but plans were nixed last week. Instead, she's going to be going after Fox's Diva Championship. Three-way feud between Melina, Fox, and Eve is tentatively planned, though Maurice may be put into the mix. I hope. Meanwhile, Maurice, Ted DiBiase, the power couple, placement is an offshoot of plans initially taped for the French Beauty and The Miz last year. Plans were changed when Maurice took a hiatus to recover from a knee surgery, and The Miz got over, well enough with the audience that she was no longer needed by his side. They thought he needed some help. Maurice was ultimately placed with Ted DiBiase in an effort to get him over. Alright, TNA Wrestling President Dixie Carter announced on her Twitter account that the first group of talent appearing at next month's Hardcore Justice pay-per-view will be announced on TNA.com, TNAWrestling.com, following tomorrow night's Impact broadcast. Meanwhile, those contacted to appear at the Hard Justice pay-per-view have been asked to keep quiet, shut up, about the company's officials, as they want details concerning the event to be kept a surprise. I think we already mentioned a bunch of it last week. Sorry about that, Dixie. Don't get mad. Get even. Contacted talent also have been told that they may be asked to appear in the subsequent episodes of Impact following the event. One wrestler said he offered a 4-show deal, presumably to appear at the pay-per-view and 3 other television tapings. He said, hell, I ain't doing anything. I'll even stay for 5 or 6 or 7. WWE is holding a Friday Night SmackDown. Well, it's holding Friday Night SmackDown tonight in Laredo, Texas, Laredo Energy Center. This is a taping for the show that's going to be aired August 8th, as well as next week's episode of NXT and Superstars on WGN. Immediately following the taping, the SmackDown crew heads overseas to Australia, thus explaining why WWE is holding multiple television tapings this week. We knew that. Today on Twitter, John Cena expressed his disappointment in Percy Watson. Just think about his parents, John. Anyway, saying that the NXT rookie has gone downhill in recent weeks. Here's what he said after last night's episode. C-Nation, Alex Riley, and Husky, both strong showings last night. Give credit to The Miz. He's damn good coach. If Percy Watson makes another one of those goofy faces, I guess, where I'm supposed to think he's mad, but looks like he's just crapped himself. He says, eliminate him. He said he's gone downhill. Everything, or every single week, he said he's getting disappointing. He's really one hell of an athlete. I think he may be suffering from yep syndrome. According to Something Special, all we need is what he's got. This fortune cookie moment brought to you by Schwinn Farlings. He's saying that, I'm not. Alright, July 16th edition of SmackDown scored a 1.8 rating with about 2.9 million viewers. The episode concluded with the confrontation with Kane and Jack Swagger. According to the National Enquirer, which we know was factual or it wouldn't be in print, Hulk Hogan's wife, at 50 years old, is engaged to a boyfriend, Charlie Hill, 29 years, her junior. He ain't 29 years old, he's 29 years younger than her. She met him 2 years ago following her divorce from the wrestling superstar. It would appear that the formal couple formal married couple have buried the hatchet as the wrestler added his well wishes regarding Linda's engagement. Of course, he don't want to make anybody mad now. He's going to be doing pitch salesman. Selling everything from who knows. We'll find out. He says, I'm ecstatic for her. I'm very happy for them, Hogan said in an exclusive statement on Radar Online. I think they're perfect for each other. I wish them the best. Right after that, lightning struck. David Houston's, Hogan's attorney, echoed the sentiment, which we don't care what his attorney thinks. Man. Meanwhile, daughter Brooke, who is 1 year older than Hill, bears a negative stance towards her mother's beau. He's a loser. She was quoted last year as saying, I don't have a problem with the age. It's more than the character. Her love is not real and not right. Daughter knows more than the mother. The wedding is reported slated to be taking place summer aboard Linda's yacht named Alimony. The article also says that one of the places they're registered at is GameSpot. Goldust, by the way, suffered a knee injury last night at 7-on-7 elimination match on Raw, which wasn't last night, it was Monday night. But as evidenced by him working a second taping, set of tapings, he's ultimately fine, I guess. I don't even know why I told you that, but I did. He noted on his Twitter, he says, well, he's fine now. The injury did scare him, and he said he's sore. Oh. After being electrocuted, how can anything hurt you? Apparently, refuting a page on Facebook claiming to represent Shawn Michaels and his wife, the official WWE Universe page on Twitter said that there are no official Michaels pages on Facebook, nor are there any pages hosted by representatives that are officially endorsed by the family. DolphZiggler.com, which probably gets just a ton of hits. The official fan site for SmackDown Superstar has posted a few special messages from those close to the man known as Heel in honor of his 13th birthday. I don't know what that is. Alright, according to the National Well, I told you about that. Married couple, meanwhile, daughter Brooke. Results of an NXT poll that was revealed on last night's episode after the votes of the WWE Universe and the pros were combined. Eli Cottonwood was eliminated. Meanwhile, he has just a funny look on his face all the time. It's like his neck broke or hurt. Meanwhile, the immune Michael McGillicuddy, who still boasts a perfect record, ousted Cavill for the #1 spot. Anyway, here's the results of the poll, if you didn't catch it. Number 1, Mike McGillicuddy. Number 2, Cavill. 3, Alex Riley. Number 4, Percy Watson. 5, Lucky Cannon. 6, Husky Harris. Eli Cottonwood, number 7. After his elimination, though, an emotionally charged Cottonwood attacked the other rookies. Well, matches taped this past week on, or to air on tomorrow night's ECW on WGN. WWE Superstars on WGN are as follows. We got Santino Marella and Vladimir Kozlov taking on William Regal and Primo again. Is this a rerun? Chris Masters versus Kalen Croft. MVP versus Chavo Guerrero. They have a lot longer matches on the WGN, and they're good. As long as you don't care about the little skits in between. There's not many of them. World Wrestling Entertainment has launched a micro-site promoting SummerSlam, SummerSlam.com. So you might want to check that out just to see if there's anything out of the ordinary on there. Former WWE Dawn Marie issued a press statement following she has embezzlement charges on her from the Wrestlers Rescue Charity Organization. And I've never said anything about her embezzling anything, but she's got a response to that on behalf of herself and the wrestlers and the rescue organization, which I'll get into that tomorrow because I'm about ready to run out. I just got about 15 seconds, so I've got enough time to say, I gotta go.